Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
For all the problems Brandon Marshall had off the field and health injury concerns that he had going into the 2009 season, he still put together a productive stat line, and he even managed to break the single game catch record against the Colts. Unfortunately for Marshall, the season ended just as it began, with friction between him and Coach Josh McDaniels. And this friction had him, they set him down at the end of the season for the final game, Week 17 against the Chiefs. He didn't play. Pretty much basic knowledge that after that game, it was well known that they were going to be trading him this offseason. In April, they did in fact trade him. They traded him off to the Dolphins, as we all know. For Brandon Marshall's value, really, with Chad Henne, you could make the argument that maybe he's got a better quarterback than he had last year in Kyle Orton, because he's got a stronger arm that can get it down the field a little bit more. That was a problem for Brandon, especially by mid-season. Boy, they were really conservative in Denver until they finally started opening up a little bit against the Redskins. For Marshall, there's a lot of mixed reviews about how he's going to respond this season. I think if he was able to handle all the problems that he had a year ago and still get around 100 catches and find that kind of productivity and be a touchdown maker, I would think he's going to do it here. Obviously his biggest weakness is his attitude, so hopefully he can keep that in check. This is his first year. Even you look at a guy like Terrell Owens, for all the problems that he always had, he usually always had good first seasons with a new team. So, early that first year, maybe that holds true for Brandon Marshall as well, because they obviously call him Baby T.O. So with Marshall, I do expect him to have a good season. Some people have projected him around 80-something receptions. I think he can still get to 100 because he's just that good of a receiver. Obviously, he is going to have to play some good secondaries twice a year in the Buffalo Bills and especially the Jets, and he's going to have to face Darrelle Revis. So we're going to see how those matchups shake out. But other than that, he should still be pretty good. He may go through some struggles at certain points, but overall, look for him to have a good, productive season for your fantasy team.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy